Okay, before we get to the news, let's talk about these storms. A lot of places got hammered, absolutely hammered last night. Uh, from Texas all the way up to Illinois, Indiana, even Michigan. We're having a large snowstorm in the UP of Michigan right now. Some of those places are getting hit today again. And currently, the storms are moving through Ohio and the Ohio Valley. Hasn't hit here yet. I got about a half an hour before things get crazy here. Now, us folks up here in the Ohio Valley should already be ready for thunderstorms. I know it is a little early in the year for this, but still, make sure your flashlights are powered, charged or having fresh batteries, whatever the case may be, and keep your NOAA radios on hand. I take one to work with me. I got it right here. Turn it up a little bit.
Cloudiness in the morning, then becoming partly sunny.
No storm alerts here yet, but they ought to be coming anytime now. So just make sure you're safe. Make sure you're keeping up on what's going on in case you need to get to shelter. There's been a lot of tornadoes from these storms. And so just, do the things, guys. Okay, so Iran hit at least 3 more ships in the strait today. So the crosshairs, they're still got their crosshairs on the strait, guys. It's not open yet. And there was already an attempt on the new supreme leader. Apparently he made it out with nothing more than a broken ankle. And this report just came out. According to ABC News, the FBI has warned California police that Iran may attempt to retaliate for the U.S. strikes by launching drone attacks from a vessel off the West Coast. That's interesting. So, hey, if you're out in California, you're on the West Coast, definitely keep your ears open. The Romanian parliament has approved the deployment of U.S. forces and military equipment on Romanian territory. A cyber attack linked to an Iranian hacker group has crippled Stryker, a global medical technology company. A preliminary, U.S. military investigation found that the U.S. Tomahawk missile mistakenly struck an Iranian elementary school on February 28th. President Trump has announced that the war with Iran will end soon because there is practically nothing left to target. However, they still firing missiles. They hit 3 ships today, still firing missiles at Israel and our military bases and oil refineries. And I don't know, seems like there might be some stuff to hit. Probably buried in the mountains like we talked about yesterday. According to a CNN report, Russia is giving Iran specific advice on drone tactics to hit U.S. and Gulf nations targets in the Middle East. The Iranian military says it will hit economic targets and banks in the region after the strike on the Iran bank. Japan to release oil reserves as early as Monday, and Germany is releasing part of its oil reserves due to the Mideast war. We keep releasing all these oil reserves. We're going to run out. Didn't we talk about oil shortages, gas shortages? Yeah, I think we did. Guys, I'm telling you, fill your tanks up now. If you need heating fuel, things like that, do it now. Don't wait. TSA absences doubled during the shutdown, and 300 officers quit as some airports see longer security lines. Trump is visiting Ohio and Kentucky today to downplay the Iran's war effects on the economy. Hope we don't get stuck in the storms. An NBC News report says Kansas has revoked 1,700 transgender driver's licenses, and some are leaving the state. I don't really know what that's all about, but if you want to check it out, that came from NBC News. Ukraine says it has hit a Russian missile component plant. Yes, it is still happening over there in Ukraine and Russia. I know the Iran thing's overshadowed it and you haven't heard much, but yeah, still going on. The Pope has accepted a resignation of a U.S. bishop charged with embezzlement and money laundering. Jeez, it's just everybody these days. According to Axios, 140 U.S. service members have been injured so far in the war in Iran. If you're in California this week, besides the drones, you might want to make sure you got your air conditioner working good, as record-breaking temperatures are on tap for Southern California. From the New York Times, war in Iran triggers chaos in the global oil market. Boy, great piece of reporting there, because none of us would have ever figured that out on our own. Tornadoes hit Illinois, Indiana, and Texas last night as severe storms sweep the U.S. Like I said, now I'm down to about 15 minutes before it gets here. The U.S. has attacked several Iranian mine-laying vessels near the Strait of Hormuz. Iran warns Trump not to get eliminated yourself as the war drags on with no end in sight. But Trump says it's almost over, right? Yep, don't believe everything you hear. This one's interesting. Britain is ejecting hereditary nobles from Parliament after 700 years. That's because they're all on the list. War in Iran creates a fertilizer crisis like never seen before. This is going to cause more problems than the oil shortage. Okay? No fertilizer, no farms, no food. Yeah. I think if you got a chance to grab some more freeze-dried food or just grow your own food, anything you could do to get some extra food right now is probably going to be a good idea because there's definitely going to be a shortage coming. Oil prices are currently at $86.59 and on the rise right now. And that's the news for today. So remember, guys, if you're in the path of these storms, stay safe. If you've already gone through them, hopefully everything worked out okay. If you want to send me some pictures of some storm damage, that'd be appreciated. So I will leave my email down in the description. Getting ready to get hit here. So far, so good. But hopefully everything's going to be okay. When I left for work, I had Mrs. OVP all set up with all of the lights that she may need and her NOAA radio, and she knows how to use all them things, so it's all good. And we will see you all on the next one. Have a good day. Stay safe. Don't wait to prep, because SHTF ain't going to wait for you. We'll see y'all later.